G'day! Anyone that knows me in photography knows I'm Canon to the core, and so I'd like to start this video off by presenting this squash to the Canon Gods for what I'm about to say. Well, never before have I wanted a camera that isn't a Canon, and I don't know why I'm so attached to Canon, but I've always shot with Canon cameras. Well, that's not entirely true. I have had Sony point-and-shoots, but as far as DSLRs and mirrorless goes, and certainly for my professional photography, I'm used Canon cameras, Canon lenses, all that sort of stuff, and I just can't look at any other camera. But recently, a camera has been released that I really want, and it ain't a Canon. It's the Nikon ZFC. Wow, when I saw it released, I don't know what it was about. It could be the retro styling. That doesn't necessarily appeal to me, but it's just got a bit of wow factor about it. Now the ZFC, as you may well know, is an APS-C size crop sensor mirrorless camera. It's mid-range. It's not low range, it's not entry level, it's not pro, it's mid-range. It's got a 20.9 megapixel sensor, it's got the fully articulating screen, it's got IAF in both photo and video modes. It's got the X-Speed 6 processor, whatever that means. New cameras are faster, we get it. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Snap Bridge, you can share your photos, you can download them, you can get them to your devices really quick. It's got expandable ISO to 204,800. I tell you what, I barely ever use ISO over 3200, but sure, having 204,800, wow, that's exciting. It's got a single SD card and a pretty small battery. It doesn't really have a hand grip. Look, it's basically a repackaged Z50, but in this sort of retro styling with the fully manual mechanical controls. And that's kind of what appeals to me. It's like the heart of what cameras are. It gives you the ability to adjust those three elements, the shutter, the aperture, the ISO, all right here. And then if you're shooting in any of the automatic modes as well, you've got exposure compensation. Not only that, but the retro styling is pretty cool. I mean, this is a hark back to the Nikon FM2 film camera from about 1982. And doing this sort of retro styling in this day and age is certainly not new. I mean, you only have to look at the Fujifilm X-T30, and that looks like a pretty cool retro camera. But to me, I just really love the look of this Nikon. And look, I've seen comments from people about how the camera is more of a fashion accessory than a camera based on the specs. But hey, photography is not all about specs. And as for it being a fashion accessory, when has anything not been a fashion accessory? Look, if you wear a great big aluminium road cone on your head, it's a fashion accessory. Whether it's ridiculous or not, it's a fashion accessory. And cameras are no different. And actually, why shouldn't it be a fashion accessory? As photographers, as people interested in photography, surely the more people that are involved in it and the more interest there is in it, the better for us, because then technology advances and marches along and prices come down as manufacturing and development becomes slicker and faster and more streamlined to feed the masses. That's us. Oh, look, I'm really leaping out on a tangent. I guess the thing that appeals to me most is the colors. You can get this camera in a variety of colors. It's a mid-ranged, fairly high-powered mirrorless camera with retro styling and manual mechanical controls. It comes in around about US $1,200. Can buy it kitted with the Ny-Kon 28mm f2.8. Hey, that's around about a 44mm equivalent on the APS-C size sensor. But we've talked about all that. The most important thing is, what color would I get? Pink, of course. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.